Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, today I address you with a message of crucial importance, a warning that every one of Allah's chosen ones must hear and take to heart. July 6th, 2025 is approaching, a date that will mark the entry of a dangerous presence within you. Perhaps you do not yet perceive it, but be certain that it will seek to infiltrate your hearts, disturb your inner peace, and divert your path. This is a time of testing, a spiritual turning point where vigilance becomes essential. Are you ready to face what is coming? Will you be able to resist this insidious influence that seeks to use you, to divert you from the sacred mission entrusted to you? This message is a call to open wide the eyes of your heart, not to let the invisible catch you unawares. This something is not an ordinary danger. It is not an easily identifiable external threat. It is a subtle force, a poison that seeks to penetrate you through doubt, fear, division, and the weakening of faith. It is there to sow confusion, to weaken your resolve, to make you forget the divine promise that rests upon you. Yet, it is not inevitable. Allah will never abandon you, but He is testing you, for you are the chosen ones, precious beings that the devil wants to keep away from the light at all costs. This is why it is urgent to prepare, to strengthen your heart and mind before this date arrives. In this video, I will guide you to understand the nature of this test, how to recognize it, and above all, how to prepare yourself spiritually so as not to fall into its traps. Stay with me until the end, because I will offer you a powerful prayer, an invocation to ask Allah to protect you, strengthen you, and preserve you from this imminent danger. This prayer is an armor for your soul, a shield against all harmful influences. I invite you to open your heart, to listen carefully, because the time has come to be awake, vigilant, and ready. Don't let this message slide over you as a mere warning. Take it as a call to action. July 6th, 2025 should not surprise you. Prepare now, strengthen your faith, and elevate your consciousness. What enters you on that day may change the course of your life, but with Allah's protection, you will be invincible. Never forget that victory belongs to those who place their trust in Him and continually seek refuge in His light. So, stay with me and prepare yourself to discover what is coming, so that you may not only withstand, but also transform this trial into a source of strength and divine guidance. What you need to understand is that this danger that is about to invade you on July 6, 2025, does not present itself in a physical or obvious form. It is a subtle and powerful spiritual test, an influence that seeks to infiltrate your heart and mind without your awareness. This dangerous presence often manifests itself through feelings of doubt, fear, confusion, or even bewilderment. It can take the form of an insidious temptation, an inner voice that pushes you to deviate from the right path, to question your beliefs, or to abandon your mission. This is not the first time in history that the chosen ones have been subjected to such trials. The devil, out of jealousy and hatred for Allah's servants, multiplies his schemes to divert those who have been chosen. This is why one should never underestimate the invisible attacks that target your faith, your concentration, and your serenity. It is an invisible battle, an inner jihad that requires constant vigilance and firm faith. It is important to realize that this dangerous thing is not coming to destroy you, but to use you. Yes, being used may mean that you will be pushed to act against your own good, to make choices that lead you away from the truth, or to fall into traps that weaken your commitment to Allah. This trial seeks to make you lose control of your mind and heart, but Allah in His infinite mercy, also gives you the means to fight, protect yourself, and triumph. This moment is therefore a test, a crossroads where you must choose between weakness and strength, between renunciation and perseverance. The devil seeks to exploit your weaknesses, your moments of fatigue, your moments of uncertainty. He infiltrates your thoughts, arouses doubts, creates divisions, and tries to sow inner chaos. But the light of Allah is more powerful, and it can guide you out of this darkness. Make no mistake, this trial is also an opportunity. An opportunity to strengthen your faith, purify your heart, and grow spiritually. Those who prepare themselves, who keep their trust in Allah, and maintain their connection with Him through prayer, remembrance, and recitation of the Quran, will be able to withstand it. They will become stronger, brighter, and their faith will be an invincible shield. Remember that the most difficult war is the one within your own soul. This invisible battle requires daily effort and constant vigilance. But Allah never leaves His chosen ones alone to face these challenges. He sends you signs, means of protection, and spiritual resources to accompany you. That is why it is crucial to open the eyes of your heart, listen to these warnings, and begin strengthening yourself now. In the next step, we will discuss precisely why this danger is particularly directed at you, the chosen ones. You will discover that this trial is actually a sign of your importance, of the light you carry, and of the vital role you play in the divine plan. Prepare yourself to understand the depth of this mission and why this test is reserved for you. Never lose sight of the fact that within every difficulty lies a promise of reward and spiritual elevation. What distinguishes the chosen ones in this impending test is precisely the light they carry within. This light inevitably attracts the attention of dark forces, for everything that shines in this world attracts darkness. Being a chosen one is not simply an honorary title or a privilege without responsibilities. It is a sacred mission, a divine calling to be a beacon in the darkness, to embody truth and justice despite the storms. And it is this mission, this inner light, that makes you particularly targeted. The danger that seeks to intrude on your hearts on July 6, 2025, does not target you randomly. It knows that your faith, determination, and commitment can influence thousands, even millions of people. This influence is a threat to the forces of evil, for a single steadfast and faithful, chosen one can destabilize invisible armies. This is why trials are more intense, temptations more subtle, and attacks more frequent for those who carry the divine light. You are at the center of an invisible but intense spiritual battle, where every thought, every feeling, every decision is of paramount importance. The devil not only seeks to make you doubt yourselves, he also seeks to fracture unity, to sow discord and confusion among you. He will try to create resentment, jealousy, pride, or laziness, because these spiritual flaws weaken faith and make the collective fragile. Yet, it is precisely this unity and inner strength that protect the elect. Understanding that you are being targeted because of your spiritual worth is both an honor and a heavy burden. But we must never forget that this trial is also a form of elevation. Through trials, Allah purifies His chosen ones, preparing them for higher levels of faith and responsibility. It is not the weakest who are tested, but the strongest, for they are the ones who will carry the light further and higher. You are invited to see yourselves through this divine gaze, to understand that every challenge, every obstacle, is a step toward fulfilling your mission. Your role is crucial for the community, for the truth, and for transmitting the light of Allah in this troubled world. July 6, 2025 marks a pivotal moment when you will be called upon to make a choice. Give in to fear and doubt, or rise up with courage, armed with faith and conviction. Remember that adversity is also an opportunity to strengthen your bond with Allah. The more intense the attacks, the deeper your closeness to the Creator can be if you know how to seize the moment. It is in adversity that the chosen ones fully reveal themselves, that their light shines brightest. You are on the threshold of a path that can transform not only your life, but that of an entire community. In the next step, we will explore together the concrete signs of this coming dangerous influence, so that you can recognize it and identify it within yourselves and around you. Knowledge is the first weapon to combat the shadow that tries to infiltrate. Prepare to open your spiritual eyes, because what is coming requires heightened vigilance and a strong heart. The dangerous presence that seeks to establish itself within you will not come with a clear warning or a spectacular appearance. It will manifest itself subtly, almost imperceptibly, penetrating your thoughts and emotions like an icy breath that is only noticed once it has invaded the entire space. This toxic influence will begin by sowing small doubts in your heart, thoughts that creep in gently and seek to disturb your inner peace. These will be incessant questions about your worth, the sincerity of your faith, the rightness of your path. These doubts, although natural at times, will become more insistent, more invasive, leading to indecision and fear. You may feel an inner imbalance, an inexplicable heaviness, as if an alien force were weighing on your mind and weakening your will. This presence will sometimes be accompanied by negative emotions, unreasonable anger, deep sadness, anxiety, and even temptations to commit acts contrary to the principles you have always defended. These symptoms should not be underestimated, as they are the warning signs of an intense spiritual struggle. They are there to test your resilience, to push you to give up or weaken. In some cases, this influence can cause divisions within your circle, misunderstandings that degenerate into conflict. The devil seeks to fracture unity, because he knows that the strength of a chosen one also lies in solidarity and mutual support. You may notice an increase in tensions in your relationships, a distancing from those who shared your faith and values. These are all trials designed to isolate and weaken. But it is crucial to understand that these signs are not punishments, but divine tests, invitations to grow and strengthen yourself. They call you to vigilance, introspection, and the purification of your heart. Every moment you feel this heaviness or agitation rising, remember that it is an opportunity to draw closer to Allah, to seek refuge in Him through prayer, dhikr, and the recitation of the Quran. The Quran teaches us that patience and the remembrance of Allah are the shields against these invisible assaults. When doubts and fears creep in, anchor yourself in prayer and trust in divine wisdom. Know that this presence is trying to destabilize you to better distance you from the light, but that you have within you the resources to resist, to regain control of your mind and your heart. It's also important not to allow yourself to become isolated during this ordeal. Talk with trusted brothers and sisters, share your struggles, and support one another. Community is an essential pillar in navigating these dark times. Together, you will form a bulwark against this negative influence, a chain of light and faith that will push back the shadows. Finally, always keep in mind that this ordeal, however difficult, is temporary. It has an end, and beyond it lies the reward promised to those chosen ones who have stood firm. Pay attention to these signs, but never lose hope. This inner battle is building your character and preparing your soul to receive greater light and blessings. You are on the path to transformation, and vigilance is your best ally. In the next step, we will explore together the practical and spiritual ways to prepare yourself, to build strong barriers around your heart, and to face what comes with courage and unwavering faith. Do not let your guard down, for your protection begins now, in the present moment. Purifying the heart is another essential step. This means getting rid of grudges, jealousies, anger, and anything else that can create a gateway for negative influences. Ask Allah for forgiveness, perform tawbah sincerely, and commit to cultivating positive feelings such as patience, gratitude, humility, and love. A pure heart is a strong heart, less vulnerable to spiritual attacks. Don't forget the importance of community too. Surrounding yourself with sincere believers who encourage you in your faith is a tremendous source of support. Sharing your struggles, successes, and doubts in a supportive environment helps you avoid feeling isolated in the face of these challenges. Together, you create a network of protection and motivation that strengthens each person in their spiritual struggle. Finally, remember that the most important battle takes place in the mind. Keep your focus on your spiritual goals and don't let your mind drift toward negative or discouraging thoughts. Whenever you feel fear or doubt creeping in, turn to Allah with confidence and ask for His help. Sincerity in your request is a key to unlocking the doors of God's mercy. Furthermore, community is a place of learning and inspiration. Observing the patience, steadfastness, and faith of others strengthens your own resolve. You then realize that you are not alone in this fight, that many share the same struggles and hopes. This collective awareness is a powerful source of motivation that pushes you not to give up. In times of trial, seeking refuge with pious companions and participating in gatherings for dhikr or Quranic study can renew your spiritual energy. These moments of communion with other chosen ones strengthen your grounding in faith and remind you that the light of Allah shines within each of you, even when the shadows seem to extend. It's also important to offer your own support. Encouraging and helping your brothers and sisters in faith creates a virtuous circle where each becomes a pillar for the other. This collective dynamic uplifts the entire community, making it stronger in the face of challenges that seek to divide it. Remember that victory in this battle depends not only on individual strength, but on unity and brotherhood. By sticking together, you create an impenetrable barrier against harmful influences. It is one of Allah's greatest gifts to be able to rely on one another in faith and perseverance. Prepare your hearts to receive this collective strength, not to withdraw into yourselves, but to move forward together. This solidarity will be your refuge and support when July 6th, 2025 reveals its challenges. Never underestimate the power of the community of believers, for it is the living manifestation of divine wisdom. In the final step, we will conclude with a stirring call for vigilance and preparation, followed by a powerful prayer to protect and strengthen you. This prayer will seal this message and provide refuge for your soul as you face the challenges ahead. Stay tuned, as this is a crucial time in your spiritual journey. You have now reached the end of this important message, and it is time to conclude with a deep reflection and a powerful invocation that will seal all that you have heard. July 6th, 2025 is approaching, and with it this invisible but very real test that seeks to penetrate you. This moment is not to be feared if you are prepared, if you have forged your faith and strengthened your heart in the light of Allah. This test is a unique opportunity to prove your loyalty, your patience, and your perseverance. It is imperative to remain vigilant, for temptation and danger often present themselves in subtle forms, disguised as doubts, fears, or false hopes. Do not let these illusions lead you astray. Remember that every difficulty is a door to immense reward. The chosen are not spared trials, but they are chosen precisely because they have the capacity to overcome them and emerge stronger. Victory belongs to those who, despite the storms, continue to raise their hands to Allah, seek refuge in Him, and persevere with faith and humility. This path is not easy, but it is glorious. You are invited to embrace this trial as a necessary step on the path to purification and spiritual elevation. I now invite you to join me in this prayer, a sincere supplication to the Lord of the worlds to protect, strengthen, and guide you. O Allah, you who are the protector, the merciful, the wise, and the Almighty, we humbly ask you to protect us from any harmful influence that may creep into our hearts on the coming day. Strengthen our faith, enlighten our minds, and make our steps firm on the path of truth. Grant us patience in the face of trials, wisdom in our decisions, and light in our darkness. Do not allow fear or doubt to distance us from you. Make us among those who stand firm, who move forward with courage and confidence in your promise. Protect our souls from the snares of the enemy and fill our hearts with peace, serenity, and profound joy. May your mercy envelop us, and may your love guide our every action. Amen. May this prayer be a shield around you, a refuge in times of uncertainty. Never forget that you are chosen, bearers of precious light in this world. Continue to walk with faith, with courage, and with the certainty that Allah's pleasure is upon you. What comes is a test, but also a blessing in disguise. Be prepared, be strong, and above all, never lose hope. May Allah bless you and protect you always.